So what really drives progress? I mean, really. For decades, we've been trying to figure that out, especially when it comes to global development. Today, we're going to pop the hood and take a look at the real engine of change. And right away, we run into this huge paradox. For generations, the main solution we've thrown at poverty has been pretty simple. Just more money. But, if money is the answer, why is the problem still here? And the scale of this effort, it's just staggering. Get this. Since 1960, the world has poured over $5.3 trillion into development aid. And yet that question still hangs in the air. Clearly something's missing. We've got to look deeper. So yeah, this brings us to what we're calling the money paradox. It's that really uncomfortable gap between our incredible intentions and the actual results we're seeing on the ground. And here's the core idea we need to wrestle with. Money isn't a creator, it's an amplifier. It just takes whatever system's already in place, whether it's good or bad, and it just makes it more of what it already is. Money can't build the system itself. Okay, so if money is just the fuel, what's the engine? This is where we get to the heart of this explainer, this idea of the institutional engine. It's all the machinery that's required to turn that financial energy into real, lasting progress. So what in the world are these institutions? Well, think of them as the invisible plumbing of a healthy society. It's all the stuff you and I probably take for granted. Knowing that if you own something, it's actually yours. That if you sign a contract, it'll be enforced. That the rules for starting a business aren't just going to change tomorrow on a whim. These are the pipes that channel money towards productive work. And you can really see the difference here. In a country with strong institutions, with good plumbing, money flows into new businesses, it builds roads, it creates jobs. The system turns fuel into forward motion. But in a weak system, that exact same money, it can just become a tool for corruption, or it gets wasted, or worst of all, it creates a cycle of dependency. Same fuel, totally different engine, and you get wildly different results. Wow, what a powerful image, right? Without the pistons and the gears of a strong institutional engine to contain and direct all that energy, money just dissipates. It's like steam in an open field. It makes a lot of heat and a lot of noise. It might even hurt some people, but it doesn't actually move anything forward. It's not doing productive work. So let's make this real. Let's see what this looks like on the ground. And this is a tough example, but it's a really important one. We're talking about Haiti, right after that devastating earthquake in 2010. Now, the world responded with unbelievable generosity. But here's what happened next. A flood of free food aid, which was meant to solve hunger, completely destroyed the market for local rice. Haitian farmers just couldn't compete with free. And the result? A total collapse in their own ability to produce food. And the numbers? They're just brutal. A 40% drop in just 3 years. An entire country went from mostly feeding itself to becoming dependent on imports. The system of agricultural self-sufficiency was basically broken by the very attempt to help. So this is the heart of the problem. The aid was a short-term fix for a symptom, which was hunger, but it accidentally made the long-term disease so much worse, which was the lack of a self-sustaining agricultural system. It bypassed the local engine instead of helping to fix it. And this forces us to ask a much, much harder question. Why do these weak systems stick around? It's often not by accident. And the answer, well, it's an uncomfortable one, about power. This gets at something called the aid paradox. When outside groups get really, really good at providing services like healthcare or schools, it actually lets the local government off the hook. Their own ability to do those things just withers away because it's not being used. It's like we're a personal trainer who lifts all the weights for our client, and then we stand there wondering why they never get any stronger. Which, of course, leads to this really provocative question. Is the system we've built actually designed to create long-term sustainable change, even if that's slow and messy? Or is it designed to get short-term, measurable results that make donors feel good about their contribution? The incentives might not be pointing in the right direction. Okay, so if the old model has some serious flaws, what does a new approach even look like? How do we start focusing on building something that's actually going to last long after the aid money's gone? Well, the first step is to get really clear that we're talking about two totally different goals here. Easing poverty is about relief. It's absolutely crucial in a crisis. But ending poverty, that's not about relief. That is about building systems that create productivity and sustainable growth from the inside out. It's about building the engine itself. And that requires three huge shifts in how we think. First, we've got to be realistic. This is political. It's not just a technical problem. Second, we have to intentionally work through local systems to strengthen them, even when it feels slower or less efficient. And third, we have to completely change how we measure success. We have to stop counting things like number of wells drilled and start measuring actual capacity. Like, can the local water utility now maintain its own system? And that leaves us right here with the ultimate question. It completely reframes the entire goal. It's not about how much fuel we poured in. It's about whether we helped build an engine. The goal isn't just to keep pouring more fuel. It's to leave behind a functioning, durable engine that can power itself long into the future.